area of blindness is one very interesting one. Interesting in the sense that blindness in itself is very relative. You can just never have everybody who struggles with their vision fit in one bracket called blindness, because we have people who have different levels or percentages of blindness, you know, partial blindness, people who actually are blind under certain lights and are able to see or write under, you know, certain levels of lights and so on. We have people who you know, can be able to actually see someone but not necessarily be able to read, you know, different prints and sizes of prints and so on. So you realize blindness is also very specific. Just the fact that someone cannot be able to read under certain light doesn't necessarily mean they're blind, but you see, under that particular circumstance, then they actually struggle with vision. And so in the course of my reading over this around this area of blindness, I came across actually specifically color blindness that kind of intrigued me, and I thought it would be prudent if I shared a thing or two, because truth be told, I don't think we really treat this issue as serious as probably it needs to be. So without further ado, guys, welcome to my channel and let's look at a thing or two about color blindness. Karibu. Now, color blindness, or like they call it also color vision deficiency, is actually a reduced ability to distinguish between certain colors. Ooh. A reduced ability to distinguish between certain colors. So that then, for example, Naomi is able to tell that a certain shade is red, but that's just it. When it comes to breaking it down to wine red, you know, deep red, maroon, and such like things, she cannot. She might be suffering from color blindness. Now, the condition is apparently often inherited. Did you know that, guys? That actually color blindness is inherited. Say, for example, if my dad had color blindness, like I can actually, you know, inherit color blindness. I didn't know that until I was actually doing my reading. You know, other causes include certain eye diseases and medication, certain eye diseases that are not treated completely, and also some of the medications that we take. I didn't know that too. So this particular reading just kind of intrigued me. More men apparently than women are affected. So more men are actually colorblind than women, according to a certain website that I'll be glad to share, so that you also just read more and get to know that. Now, color blindness usually involves the inability to distinguish, like I said, between actually different shades of especially red and green. There are no treatment for inherited color blindness apparently. So if you have color blindness that is inherited, unaishi nayo, that one you just live with it. If color blindness is caused by another condition, then treating the underlying cause may help and make it hard to tell the different, may actually help or reduce it. Okay. Now, there's really particularly no particular treatment per se for this, like I said earlier, but special glasses and contact lenses can help. Color blindness is interesting. Okay. Another thing that I really just need to mention about this particular case is that actually color blindness can bar someone from pursuing certain courses, from pursuing certain fields of work, apparently. Like, you know, because especially fields that really require you to deal with color and like come down to certain shades of colors. If you actually suffer from color blindness, then this might stand in your way of walking in that path or growing in that line of career. And when I come back and look at some of those fields or lines of careers that you might not qualify to work in case you suffer from color blindness. So I'll be back after this short break. Welcome back. Now, kids in school who struggle with color blindness might actually need assistance in certain activities, certain homeworks, and so on. And for adults who are struggling with this particular type of blindness, they might not be able to actually fit, like I said earlier on, in certain jobs, like for example, medicine, industrial engineering, piloting, firefighting, Navy, military, and so on, because these areas of career, of jobs, require some specificity in identifying some of these colors, police, florists, and so on. So that's why, like, it might be a challenge, people with this type of blindness actually fitting in that. Can you imagine a firefighter who cannot tell the difference between different fires, because we actually distinguish different fires from colors, from smell, and then this particular firefighter cannot tell whether this is fire from electricity, whether this is fire from cooking oil, whether this is fire from paper in the kitchen or from whatever part of the house. And you see, now such a person, they might end up trying to put off that fire using a wrong method, using a wrong fire extinguisher, and that's how that fire might end up either being more or actually harming the people around, and so on. So that's how now, like, color comes into firefighting, identifying what type of fire and knowing how to put off that kind of fire, and so on. Take something like industrial engineering. Can you imagine, like, an engineer who cannot tell the difference between different colors, and our cables, and our cables go by different types of colors and sometimes different shades of certain colors. Imagine an engineer who actually suffers from color blindness. They might not probably be able to tell properly what color is which one, and that's how we might have short-circuiting and such, like accidents and so on. So yeah, there you go, guys. It's good to know these things. It's good to know that color blindness is a serious type of blindness that might really not, like, have you completely close your eyes. You can see the different things, you can just not distinguish between certain shades of color, and that can be very serious in certain areas of work, of career. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I hope this episode is helpful to someone, to that parent with a child who probably might be having color blindness, or to that very parent who might not know how serious color blindness can be or is, and so on. And yeah, that's just how we keep learning and helping ourselves and bettering ourselves. So thank you for your time. For my first timer, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Asanteni sana for your support. Don't forget to like also and share, and I will see you in my next episode. And in the meantime, drop me a comment. Do you think you actually have color blindness? Do you know someone who struggles with distinguishing different shades of color, or are you the one who actually struggles? Did you even know how serious color blindness was or is? So there you go, guys. Drop me a comment. Share your experience and let me know if this particular episode actually has added value to your life, either added knowledge on what you knew about color blindness, or if you didn't really know anything, if this is helpful. So I'll see you in my next episode. Bye for now.